And good afternoon. Thanks for being with us early today. I'm Jason DeRusha.
I'm Jamie Yukas. Thanks for joining us. It's the final day of the Great Minnesota Get-Together, and organizers say it was the greatest get-together yet.
The greatest, yeah. So many of you were there this year, taking in all the sights and the food. The State Fair on track to have the most number of people ever to attend the fair in a year. We do know a record crowd went there Saturday. More than 252,000 people walked through the gates that day. That's more than any other day since there's been a fair. The old daily record was set on the last Sunday of last year's fair. You see, only 236,000 people. For all 12 days this year, we're on track to break that yearly record, which was set in 2009.
There's nothing better than breaking a record, I think. Nina Moini live at the fair. And Nina, is it crowded there today, or what are organizers saying about some of these records?
You know, Jamie, it's really nice out. It's a little overcast. You can do a light jacket. It's going to be, I think, a beautiful day at the fair. And we're here at the front opening gates where there's just a nice line of people coming through. It's starting to kind of get to the peak hours of the fair that we all like to be here. And it has been a success. You mentioned the most recent record-breaking day on Saturday, and we don't even know how many people were here yesterday on Sunday yet, but they're expecting really great numbers. There are a few reasons for that I want to talk about. The first of those being some of the biggest changes to just the landscape here of the fair in the past 75 years. Organizers say that new West End market area with all those new shops and the new transit hub has been very helpful. That transit hub is where about 80% of the buses dropped folks off. And also more freebies this year. Organizers say there were 900 free shows that people could attend with admission during the 12 days of the fair. And of course, that weather, we did have some rainy spots here and there. We all know that. But they say during the main peak hours of the fair, we had really nice, mild weather, which is really great for us Minnesotans. Fair organizers told me, too, that this year they focused on making changes that would really benefit fair-goers' experiences, and they really think it paid off.
The changes we made were a lot more guest-centric, and so if you went to a horse show this year, you saw more breeds, more classes, more competitions, and more disciplines of horsemanship than you ever would have seen in the past.
And so it sounds like the people spoke and the fair organizers listened, and it really did pay off for them. And one thing also that I want to mention is that the State Fair doesn't get any money from taxpayers or government funding, so the organizers here are very excited about that, because obviously the more people come, the more money is generated that can then go back into the fair next year. So maybe we'll see even more cool attractions in years to come.
Nina, is it pretty much a done deal that we'll have the record for attendance?
Oh, well, they're being cautiously optimistic, Jason. I asked that question, and they said that yesterday and today, 162,000 people would have to come each of those days in order for us to break the all-time record. So that is not at all out of the realm of possibility. That's very doable, particularly with the great weather that we had yesterday and that we're having today. But it might happen. There's a really good opportunity here, but again, they're being cautious. They don't want to jinx it.
Makes sense, yes. We'll find out in the next couple hours what they saw yesterday. Thanks, Nina. Today is Kids and Last Chance Day. If you are 5 to 12 years old, you get in the fair for just $8 today. Normally, kids' admission is $11. My kids are always free because I have to pay for it. There are discounts all day today on the rides and games as well. Lots of merchandise and food booths are offering last chance bargains. You know, they don't want to haul all their merchandise home again, and they don't want their food to go bad. So you might get a deal, and those deals do tend to get even better as the day goes on.
I know a lot of people in the grandstand doing some bartering today.
Oh, this is your world.
It is. Like, I got to get out there. I'm glad
exactly.
we're on early.
If you are planning to see the animals out there today, you should know that the Poultry Barn and the Miracle of Birth Center close early at 3 o'clock. The other barns all close at 5 o'clock. Animals have to get home. They go back to school tomorrow. So they,
what do they have to be home for?
Well, you got to clear out the barns,
Okay,
right?
well, the whole fair doesn't close until 10 o'clock tonight. The admission gates close at 9, though. The final acts to rock the grandstand tonight are Journey and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Tickets range from $48 to $58. Show starts at 7 o'clock tonight, followed by a fireworks display.